Hi everyone, I'm finally back from Essen. It's been a wonderful weekend with friends and games. I brought with me a lot of games this time, so I just thought I'd show you my Essen haul. So this is gonna be like a Essen loot video. I'm just gonna try to show you a little bit quick of what I managed to bring back with me. Of course, everything didn't, I couldn't manage to get everything on the plane, so I had to ship many stuff from Essen itself, and today the package arrived, so let's start. The first one here is the Magnificent. I actually picked this up because I thought the artwork was gorgeous. Many people told me that they didn't like it at all, but the artwork and the theme itself sounds really good. It's kind of dice drafting a game from the same creators as Santa Maria, so that's why I picked it up. Then I also was really excited to get Skull Hollow. I missed this one on Kickstarter, and finally when the review came up on Dice Tower, I just thought that I knew I screwed up by not backing this game, so I had to get it on Essen instead. So I ran to their booth, and actually was Keith Matejka. He told me that we only have a couple of copies left, so try to go grab some cash quick and I'll try to save you a copy. And I managed to get one. The next one we have is Cartographers. It was actually the last day that a friend told me that it was really good and it sold out everywhere, but there was one place where he saw 2 copies left. So I went at the end of Hall 6, I think it was. I saw 1 copy, grabbed it, and here it is. Roll and Write from Thunderworks Games. Let's see what we have here. Brussels 1897. This is a card version of the board game Brussels, and it's a worker placement game. This one is only driven by cards. I played it the other day with only 2 players, and it played very good actually. So I'm really happy with this buy. I got it as well with a playmat. Definitely don't need it, but it just looks much more better with. Let's see here. Chai is a game that I followed quite a while when it was print and play, and then I kickstarted it, so I went by the booth and had to pick it up. So that's why it's with me. It has beautiful artwork, great components, so I'm really looking forward to play this one. And of course I picked it up with, I got the playmat as well. Big fan of playmats, but I don't really know how to store them yet. So, last day I had to get Atlantis Rising. It was on my list, but I guess it wasn't really that high prioritized as other games, so that's why I was just keeping it last. But I'm really glad I picked this up because I actually tried it yesterday and it turned out to be really great. I got it of course also with a playmat. Since art by Vincent Dutrait, I just had to go all in. The playmat is beautiful. Next up, we have this huge game, Orleans Stories. I recently played Orleans and it turned out to be a great game. My fiance love it, my friends love it, so I thought I just have to pick this up. I think everybody, or hopefully they will enjoy it. So this is more like scenario-based Orleans. I haven't read the rules yet, but I really hope it's a great game. Let's see. Then I have Ratville here from Spanish company Ediciones Primigenio. It's a dice drafting game. We played it 4 players. It played really quick and it was really fun to play. I had to meet with the designer as well. He was kind enough to sign it. And with it I also got actually Orb Hunters, but I don't have it here because it's in my friend's backpack, so I'll have to get it from him later. So these two games from the Spanish company, I'm really looking forward to try them both more. Then we have a small game. It's called Götterdämmerung. This is German social deduction game. We met with the designer and played another social deduction that they're working on. It's called Feed the Kraken, and we really enjoyed it. And since it was a social deduction, he asked me if I've ever tried this one. So that's why I had to pick it up. He said that there are some rules on BGG, English rules, because this is in German. So I'm excited to try this one. It's 7 to 15 players. Sounds really fun. Next up, we have other small games here from Oink, 9 Tiles Panic. This is like a successor to 9 Tiles from Oink Games, where you play in real time. You're trying to build your city, which is going to be a, I think, 4x4 grid, and you try to just finish up objectives to try to score the most points. And then we have Tricks and the Phantom, also a new Oink game. Don't have it. I like to get or finish my Oink game collection from time to time. And also Mr. Face. This one we actually tried. It's a fun partyish game. Each one, or the first player draws many different cards that explains an emotion or a way a character feels. Like, for instance, here it says bring it on, and then you're going to try to place or make the facial expression by just building the face with different different face styles, and everybody's gonna guess on what the emotion was to try to collect some points. Next up we have, let's see, Just One from Repo's production. This is actually the only game that all of our group got this year. So we've heard about this, everybody knows it won the Kinderspiel, or what was it? The Spiel prize 2019, and haven't tried it yet, so we tried this Essen. It was great, everybody loved it, so that's why we got a copy. Then we have, from Portal Games, we have Empires of the North, the Japanese Islands. This is expansion for the new game in the Imperial Settlers universe. It's supposed to be an upgrade from Imperial Settlers. And I also got to pick up Pret-a-Porter, which is the new reprinted version of Ignacy Trzewiczek's worker placement. It's been really hard to get, but finally it's back in print, and it's beautiful artwork from, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but Kwanchai Moria. Looking forward to try it, of course. Then we have Nyctophobia. This wasn't on my list, but I've read a little bit about it. It seems like a nice experience where everybody is basically blindfolded, and you're supposed to, by touch, try to get out of a maze while the killer is hunting you. So it seems like a perfect Halloween game. Picked it up because it was also cheap. Then we have from DLP Games Coffee Roaster. This is, let's see, yeah, this is a solo game. It's from a Japanese designer, and it's first time printed in outside of Japan from DLP Games. So this is from Sashi Sashi. It's supposed to be a great solo game, so I'm looking forward to try it. I think they have app for this. So if this sounds like an interesting game, you can probably download the app. It's going to be a cheap way to try this out. It's a bag building game. Let's see. And we also got Century Golem Edition Eastern Mountains. This is the second game in the Century trilogy. I had to sell my Spice edition, Century Spice Road, since I like the Golem edition much better. And that's why I got the second version of the Golem as well. And of course I had to pick up some playmats for the Golem edition. Let's see here. Then my friend told me that I had to check out this game, since I might like it. I actually read the rules before heading over to Essen, and it sounded really good. And after he tried it, Paris New Eden from Matago Games, he told me that I should check it out. So I just went and got it because I thought the rules sounded interesting. I love the artwork and the theming itself. It's a more of a happier post-apocalyptic feel to it. So yeah, since he recommended it, I just got it. Of course, then we have the first day that I went to Essen. I went straight to Hall 1 to stand in line for the new Everdell expansions. This is Belfair, and I also got the Spire Crest. I don't really remember at this moment how they changed gameplay, but everybody loves Everdell, and who doesn't love more critters to their collection? So I went there, I got this together with the wooden tree for Everdell. So excited to try out these ones. I actually didn't even try the second expansion from Everdell yet, which is the Pearlbrook expansion, but I guess I have a lot of Everdell to play. Alright, let's see. Warpgate from Wolf Designer. This one is claimed as a 2-player 4X game. It plays 2 to 6, I think. No, 1 to 6 even. So it has a modular setup. It plays very quick. It's basically card driven, so you play down cards on a grid with four spaces. So you have 4 actions each round, and each of these spaces are determining how strong your action is going to be. So it starts off by 1x, 2x, 3x, and 4x. So if you play movement card on 3x, you can basically move like 3 spots away. It was really interesting. It plays really fast, so I had to get it as well. It's really heavy though. Then I have Pangea. This one I kickstarted, and I don't know much about the game more than it says here strategic board game about great Permian extinction. So you play species, area control, try to survive in difficult world or difficult time. It looks good. Many people spoken good about it, so yeah, picked it up. It was an Essen pickup. Aquatica was one of my most anticipated games because of artwork, playtime, rules, and I didn't manage to play it, but I read the rules. I'm pretty sure this will fit our group well. Let's see, we have some more Terramara worker placement. It's also Stone Age kind of, or prehistoric, I don't know what time, it's 1500 before Christ. So you're playing your little village, or you're playing a little village where you have workers, and your workers can also grow older, so they gain different kind of powers. And further down you place them on worker placement spots. The later you will gain them back to use them again, but the more powerful they might be or not. So I haven't played this either, but it looks really good. Next one is Until Daylight. This is a co-op game where you're trying to survive a zombie apocalypse and trying to save some survivors. This is from Italian designers. It plays 3 to 6 players. I read the rules, haven't tried it yet, but looking forward to. So I think you'll hear more about this later. And that was the big box. Let's see. We have Wingspan, which is not a new game, but since the designer Elizabeth was there, I just had to grab a copy and get it signed by her. With it, of course, we got the new expansion. I actually got more expansions to a couple of friends, so everybody's really excited about Wingspan. We also have Last Bastion, which is a reprinted, or not reprinted, but reimagined version of Ghost Stories. This one is a fantasy theme, and where it's like a castle defense, where you try to keep the castle alive, and you have hordes of enemies attacking from all different directions. It's a co-op, it plays fast, and it's very difficult to defeat. At least Ghost Stories was. Let's hope this plays the same. And then we have Maracaibo. This is the latest game from Alexander Pfister. I picked this up since it's from Alexander Pfister. Nowadays it's more like a blind buy. He's a very trusted designer, and this is supposed to have similar feel to Mombasa and Great Western Trail. Sorry. So this one is probably gonna get played pretty soon, this week, I hope. Yeah, as you can hear from my voice, I picked up Cold, and I think many people did in Essen this year. But yeah, I'm still excited to show you all these games. I think this is gonna be my last one, but it's one of my most anticipated, Sanctum. This one is from Philip Naduk. He did Adrenaline, which is the board game version of an first-person shooter. This one is supposed to be board game version of Diablo, and I think you can tell by the box cover. I didn't manage to play this because there were a lot of people always in their halls playing their games and even standing in line to play this game. So I had pre-ordered this game in advance, so I just picked it up and started reading the rules, but we never managed to play it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna play it this week as well. So this one I'm really looking forward to play. So that's it, everyone. This was my Essen loot, Essen haul video. I managed to bring back with me more than ever before. I'm already looking forward for the next year's Essen, and I hope there will be some nice other conventions that I can visit during the year before that. Do you have any recommendations? Please let me know in the comments down below. Did you think that I brought with me too many games, or I don't know. What do you think? I think we all board gamers have similar kind of problems. The flats or houses are full of board games and there's no space. Board games are just lying all over the place. Well, I definitely have that problem. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe and I hope to see you more in the future. So take care until next time. Bye.